Hi, I'm Madelyn Whalen, and welcome to another episode of Beyond the Blue. Can I curse? Is that allowed? Why do you think the LSAT is part of law school admissions? What's so special about it versus something like the GRE? I think the LSAT really primes you for argumentation, way more than something like the GRE does. It's the first time in most of our academic lives that we are being asked to apply theories and concepts of argumentation and persuasion in a formal way. And in that sense, it's not just like a general grad school test that you're taking. It tests a very particular skill that most of us are learning for the first time while we're studying this test. What's one thing that can always make you smile? My 6-year-old niece, her name's Avery, and just the energy she has for life can always put a smile on my face. What are the most common mistakes LSAT takers make? Not doing anything. So just kind of sitting there and panicking. The LSAT really rewards activity and punishes inactivity. I think the best LSAT test takers aren't scared of doing something wrong because you can always shift course after. And so when you sit there and panic, you're not helping anyone. What TV or film most realistically portrays a lawyer and why? I can think of which don't. All the TV shows I've ever seen leaving my head right now. I'm gonna go with My Cousin Vinny. He just kinda doesn't have his together in a way that I feel like is very realistic to lawyers who are running around doing a bunch of different things. What's your favorite method or resource for LSAT preparation? I really like Blueprint Analytics. Call me a plant, I'm not. But it gives such a great breakdown of how many times you're getting a certain question wrong or what difficulty you're getting wrong. And so it provides you a resource to tailor what you're going to work on instead of just having to create those analytics for yourself. What's the last book you read and loved? I read the new Hunger Games book, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, I think it's called. I read it after watching the movie, so I kind of cheated, but it was super awesome. I enjoyed it a lot. How can students deal with test anxiety? This is something I struggled with a lot as a student. And I think there's 2 types of test anxiety you get. So the first is from just like your daily studying, feeling anxious because you're not seeing the progress that you want to see, or feeling anxious because you're so busy. And I think for that kind of anxiety, one, you need to trust the process and trust that most students don't see their biggest gains until a couple of weeks before their LSAT. The other way is by scheduling in breaks, literally scheduling in self-care days or self-care half days, whatever you need to do. But I find the students with the most anxiety feel like they need to be doing the most, feel like they need to be studying 8 hours a day, 7 days a week, and please don't do that to yourself. Take a break. Take care of yourself, do things you truly enjoy. The second kind of test anxiety is when you're actually taking the test and a question is hard, but you're in the timed environment and you have to keep going. And for that, as simple as it may be, I really find it helpful for students to just take a minute, close your eyes, and breathe. Investing that rest into 1 minute of your section can save whatever minutes you have left from being a disaster, and it's so worth it.